Good morning, children. Here I come to you once again through this small video. Please take your book, history book. Okay, please take your history book. Open page number 43. And remember, last class we had discussion about the Chinese crafts. Chinese craft is well appreciated, well liked by the people all over the world, and so we also like. Don't you like? Yes. You might have Chinese things at home, many things Chinese, because they are beautiful to see. Okay. Today we will have the sculpture, art, sculpture, then the script, what kind of script they have and all that we'll discuss in this lesson today. Okay, so we have seen the architecture also, porcelain, jade, the use of jade. Okay, we have seen architecture. The ancient China, timber was combined with stone carved to make the buildings. So people of China, they were using the wood. See, in the down below, the house is made of wooden things and all that. See, say Dogong inside the east hall of the Fogong temple. See. So this was in their architecture they were using stone and wood. They also use the bucket arc technique. Bucket, bucket, how the shape of the bucket is exactly same. There, if you turn over this one bucket, not the bucket that you have, the plastic bucket. If you have at home the bucket that is made of either steel or iron bucket, you will be able to understand. You just put it like this, it becomes the Chinese roof. Do you understand? Yes. Just to try how it looks. So bucket technique, that's why this technique is known as the dogong in China, in Chinese language. Dogong brackets were constructed so that buildings could survive earthquakes and all that. It is made. See, we have different types of houses according to the place, according to the climate, according to the area where you come, region from where you, because for example you are in West Bengal, see your houses, your buildings, how they are. But in West Bengal itself there is Darjeeling. The houses of Darjeeling are not the houses of you have here, not heavy houses. Their house there on the mountains, they are very light. Okay, they are not very heavy like you have here. Of course, there are concrete houses in Darjeeling also these days, but most of the traditional houses are very light and like on the pillars and all that. Okay, they use wood. So because of the area, that is the climatic place. So earthquake. Bracket set is a group of words block, do, and the short beam arm, gong. So do gong. You see how they have described. Cut so that they interlock and form a unit when stacked up together. When they are stacked together, they hold each other very strongly. So they are formed. Common people lived in a pit dwelling, while the rich lived in houses built on stilt. In class 3 or 4 you might have learned types of house, and the stilt is one type of house. The Chinese use natural raw materials such as earth. Earth means here, what is the meaning of earth here? Earth means soil, mud. Earth, chalk. What chalk we use, that is a very fine chalk, but that the white soil is chalk. Okay, limestone, lime, or gravel. What is this gravel? Gravel, if you remember, gravel is here we call it murum. What is that? Murum. Do you understand what is murum is? You may not understand. Shall I give you the example? Yes. As soon as you get down from the main road to school, road is there. That is made up of gravel, a type of gravel. Red soil with pebbles, small stones, round stones. If you that is quite well mixed with the soil, and they are very sticky. They stick together, and so see, they are very firm, morum, and so they are very strong. They will not easily blown away or flown away by water and wind, and so they are used on the roads here. So that is called gravel. Here they were using that kind of mud to build the walls. Okay, that is what. Earlier people, they had no cement. See, before the cement came, they were using this gravel. Old houses today, they are firm, very very firm. Some houses which are built before the British and during the British were also all built by gravel. So they are very strong. Till today they are intact. They are very stronger than the cement that you use today. These, they lose the temper easily and then they fall. Within 10 years they start falling. But see, the building that are built by the Britishes and before Britishes that were building. Have you seen Shopuka? Have you seen Shopuka? You go and break those, you will not be able to break. Okay, so there are old buildings, old red buildings. You see, they are not used cement, they are gravel, used by gravel. So that is what? It's a special type of sticky mud. It's gravel. Okay, so raw materials, gravel to construct foundations, floors, and walls. This is called the Hangtu foundation. Hangtu or Hangtu foundation. How the Chinese would be pronouncing, I don't know. But what it is written, what we pronounce is our pronunciation. Okay, so the fact is like that. Next one is the sculpture. What is this sculpture meaning? Do you understand what is this sculpture? Sculpture is making statue. Sculpture. Some of the earliest known examples of Chinese sculpture are objects made to be buried along with the emperor at his burial place. So the terracotta. Remember terracotta. The sculptures were intended to protect the emperor in the afterlife, because they live. So I'll tell you this, these days also people, when they are buried, especially when people after their death, they are burnt, they don't give anything. But people, those who are buried, along with their body, they give all the things that they use. So when emperor dies, when king dies, what they will do? They make small statue of the soldiers, because king needs soldiers to be protected and to fight wars. And so those statues of the soldiers were made of terracotta, which were also buried along his body. That is the meaning of it. Do you understand? So that is that we are talking about. So in addition to, because they believed in life after death, life never ends with the death. We also believe that life does not end with the death, our physical death. Only the physical state changes, and we enter into the spiritual state, heavenly state, and we live long. Dear children, here I tell that we are not a simple animal. We are also the spiritual animal. The spirituality is there in us. Okay, the soul lives forever. The soul that is there in us. What is that? Soul. S-O-U-L, soul. Soul. What is the soul? Soul. Shall I tell you in Bangla? Yes, it's atta. Atta. No, what do you say? Not atta. Not atta. Atta. Atma. Okay, Atma is the soul that lives forever, never dies. So they believe that. In addition to the burial sculpture, hung stone sculptures were placed above the ground along the spirit road leading to the tombs of important people. So there was to be road built for them, for the king to travel. Okay. Let's go on the next point, the bronze casting. What is this bronze casting? What is casting? Casting means just to throw. Casting is to throw. So now I'll tell you what is this casting means. Okay, before we read all this, I'll tell you what is this casting is. Here it is a bronze casting. How they are throwing the bronze? No, they are not throwing the bronze. When you build a house, when your parents build your building, that is there, they raise the walls. After that, they have to make the roof. So when they make the roof, what do you call it? What do you call it? Dhalai. Yes, dhalai is not an English word. You know what is the English word for dhalai? What is that? Yes, casting. English word for dhalai is casting. Dhalai. It's a casting. So gold casting. If a statue is made, frame is made, after that if you put the silver or bronze or gold and just make it and remove the frame, and then only what comes? The statue is made. Figure of statue you can see. That is called casting. So here bronze casting. Let us read what it says. The Chinese were familiar with bronze casting by 1700 BCE. The earliest Chinese bronze artifacts have been traced in the Henan province. The Chinese founders made metal objects using clay. Okay, this was different from the Mediterranean and European practice of casting objects using wax covered model. So model is here. In this process, a clay model was made around a solid core. Then around the clay model, a clay molding was used to envelop the model. Then the molten bronze was poured between the model and the casing. So you need to know what is casing, what is model, what is molten. Underline all these words. Model, molding. Okay. All these things I am going to explain to you. Wax cover. What is this wax? Wax? It's a mold. Okay. So now all this to make you understand, I'll tell you one example. I'll give you one example. Simple example. Okay. Okay, I'll give you a single. Say model. Model is made on which something is put and it becomes that is the example. Model means example. Same thing will become this. You might have seen the bricks. Bricks. There on the bricks some signs are given. Something is written. Written letters. For example, Moti, Janata, and so many things. All this, if you are written now, before is it how it is possible to read and do like that? No, by carving, by chiseling that. No, you cannot do that. It will take a lot of time to make. This frame is made, a wooden frame is made, and then inside that mud is put. After that, they just remove it and dry it. After drying, they cook the brick. It becomes serious. So also lot of things that are there. The girls are wearing the earrings and all things are casted and more under the model. okay, casted in the model that is prepared earlier, and wax molding. Now you get you get also the bronze medal. In that there is written, what is written? St. Paul's School. Okay, the first prize, second prize, all that is written. That is also is casting done in the machine, by machine. Today sophisticated machines are there, immediately things are done. Earlier it has to, first they have to prepare the model, after that they will have to heat the things, make it molten. Molten means liquid form. It's not a watery but little muddified, like they will make it and pour it. Molten, that is called molten. We have got I think, I don't know whether I have taught you, the volcano. The molten comes out. When molten is not the lava, one molten comes from inside, comes in contact with the oxygen on the surface of the earth and gets fire. And when it is burnt, you call it lava. Okay, out of that the wood, what called rocks are formed, or the places. So that is so. This is how we learn. Next day I will teach you about the script, writing, way of writing script. Okay, very nice looking Chinese writing. Some of you are learning, so better learn some foreign languages. Okay, it's always beneficial. Yeah, beneficial. Okay, keep well at home.